Righto, time for an update. It's been way too long. Sorry, been busy working on this thing. So, the engine I drained all oil and water out of. Here is the remains of the cylinder head. Yep, as you can see, there is no exhaust valve there. Exhaust valve? Yeah, exhaust valve. So, as a result of that, the rest of the engine ate it. You can see there's a nice little hole in the bore there. Looks like some debris went through a couple of other cylinders too. So, amazingly, this thing still ran. Very, very neglected engine too. So, it's bound to happen when you don't service them. And anyway, it was inevitable. Now, on to the repairs. So, that was the battery tray that was fitted to it. So, as you can see, this side's got a nice neat factory battery tray in there. There's the engine, I'll come back to that. I'll show you what I had to do. Fix that battery tray up. So first of all, cut the spot welds out, remove the tray, and then give you an idea of the amount of trouble in there. I had to cut that out of the scrap ute. Now, underneath, obviously the battery had melted or lost acid and destroyed the metal. A lot of the metal was very fatigued, so I had to keep on cutting it away till I got solid metal, and that was the end result. Welded that in. It's all seam welded in. So this is the engine out of that scrap ute. So far, it's had plugs, leads, coil, oil filter, just finished transmission service, done coolant, new thermostat, new air filter, new fuel filter. I drained the fuel out of it. I didn't trust it. It sat around for a couple of years. Glad I did. It didn't smell great. Also, it's probably a bit hard to see what I've done here. I found out of 3 models I've had, I've got the best headlights and just painted up that grille. Series 3s have the grille painted. Nice straight bonnet. Now, all the keys. Let's figure out which one I need. That one there. So, still a few things to do on the inside. Central locking doesn't work. Window winder's missing. There's something really wrong with this door. Seats are pretty filthy. Did get a lid for the console. So I've got to put the glove box back in because I was checking the wiring over the ECM. Now, ignition barrel's a bit dodgy, but away she purrs. Very good. So I'm going to fix up, like I said, that hood lining's terrible. Seats will come out, be cleaned. Steam clean all the interior. I've got a nice dash mat to put on there. Wind deflectors will go on the outside. Now, one thing that caught me out. I put the engine in. I just quickly plumbed it up. I was about to go away for work. So I didn't even put the radiator in. I just quickly thought I'd turn the key, make sure it fired, that way I know all my wiring is correct. And I can get to that easily before I start putting everything else in. Fired up, ran beautiful, nice and snappy, with no exhaust. I just had the manifold on. Now, I put everything all back on, thinking it's all hunky-dory, and it started. As soon as you took it off idle, it'd cough, splutter, knock in the motor, bang, and die. I freaked out. I started doing compression testing again, because I knew I'd already done it. Like, what's going on here? It took me a little while to realise this exhaust weighs a ton. So is this catalytic converter. It is blocked. I didn't put that on. I thought that'd be blocked, and I was right, but I didn't think it'd go back to the muffler. So it's gone straight through that one. This one, you can't even see it, but my goodness, it's heavy. My goodness, it weighs an absolute ton. So once I sorted that out, it sorted like a diesel because it had so much build up crud inside it from me starting and trying to figure out what's going on. PCV valve was shot too, believe it or not. It just rattled, it wouldn't seal. You can buy those new on eBay from Ford. I think they cost you about $12–13 including postage. So well worth the money, because they can backfire, they can fall apart, and you can be chasing a problem and all of a sudden it's just the PCV valve. It will actually draw through. So it will draw through here and there, like through a loop through the engine to pull all of, the fumes out. So be careful of that. You know, it's one of those things, it's often overlooked. But no, look, didn't even have to do a water pump. The water pump was pretty new. I did change the pipe out for the original engine on this, the one that runs off water pump all around the back, because it wasn't corroded. So I've basically picked the best of two engines. Everything went into this, and it's paid off. I've done the brake fluid too. The brakes are a bit rusty, but nothing a good drive can't get off. It drives really well. Drives really, really well. It'll just need a good buff up. Clean everything up. The bonnet needs to be adjusted too. You can see the gap here, and then down the front here it sits a bit. Oh, you can't really see that. There you go. Yeah, so I still need to get a windscreen, but that can happen when money's a bit more readily available. 2 front tyres. This bumper bar is the best of 3 that I've got, unfortunately. Obviously they like to be whacked. Oh, down the back here, check your drain holes in the chassis rails of utes. Always check them straight underneath. There's 2. There's one just before the spring and one just after. Now that one there had some little rust holes in it. When I say rust holes, it was the actual drain had started to rust away. So I cut that section out, welded it, ground it, painted it, and I'm going to treat inside the rail. I've washed all inside the rail. I did give this thing a good wash, but there's just more and more and more coming out. So I need to get some rust treatment inside there, and that should fix that up and stop it coming back. It's other than that, it's coming together. So just be a lot of buffing. This paint, you can still see a little bit of shine on it, but geez, it's chalky. I've given it a wash, and the sponge just went white from crud and old chalky paint. So anyway, hope you enjoy. Do have a heap of parts if anyone's after AU parts, especially gas, which I don't think too many people are fond on. But anyway, if you are, especially here in the country, the closest servo to me is 60 k's away. So you know, when it starts going distance to empty, you know, LPG, everyone knows you don't really trust it. You need to get fuel as soon as you can. Anyway, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.